He says, "Hello Jacob, I see you've been looking for me." Kathy has Michael at gunpoint. Jacob says, "You fucking bitch Kathy. If you think about hurting my nephew, I'm going to slice you in half." "Let him go Kathy." Kathy starts laughing and says, "Jacob, you're not in any position to make threats at the moment. I have something that everyone in this room wants, Brian and Tamar. I have your precious daughter right here, Richard. You are a fucking snake. How could you betray me like this? All of the shit we've been through, I see you did it for the money." Kathy throws the briefcase on the floor. Richard says, "Kathy, you're a ticking time bomb and you need to be destroyed." "You left me no choice," Kathy says. "Typical weak men shit. That's why I am a lone wolf. I'm always going to be 5 steps ahead of you all. Jacob, I got your precious nephew right here and I'm ready to blow his fucking brains out." Jacob says, "Look Kathy, my nephew has nothing to do with this. Why can't me and you handle our differences?" Kathy says, "He's got a lot to do with it. Considering the fact that I have a gun pointed at his head. I need everybody to discharge their guns and toss them over to me." Jacob says, "Fuck you bitch. I'm not listening to your orders." Kathy says, "Oh really?" Kathy pulls out a box cutter and says, "I see you like doing shit the hard way Jacob. I'm not here to play fucking games with you." Kathy takes the box cutter and slices Michael's face. Michael starts screaming and bleeding everywhere. Kathy says, "Next time it's going to be a bullet Jacob. Throw the fucking guns over here now." Jacob says, "Throw your guns men." Jacob says, "When I get my fucking hands on you Kathy, not even God will be able to save you." Kathy starts laughing and says, "For a person that doesn't have a gun and nephew at gunpoint, you sure talk a lot of shit. I'm in charge Jacob." Kathy says, "Tamara, go grab those guns for Granny, bring them over to me." Tamara grabs all of the guns and Kathy says, "Good job hun, I want you to run back to the truck and wait for me, it's about to get messy in here." Tamara runs to the truck and Kathy says, "Let's get down to business Jacob. I never liked your Russian-ass. I was pimping women but you took it to an entirely different level. I didn't want to be business partners with a scumbag like you anymore, so I stopped dealing with you and finding new women. Who cares if it fucked your money up? There can be only one boss and that is me." Kathy cocks the pistol back and pulls the trigger. The bullet pierces Michael's head and his body drops to the floor. Kathy runs out of the hotel room. Jacob says, "No, get that fucking bitch, make her pay for killing my nephew." There's a huge shootout in the hallway and Richard says, "Man fuck this shit, I'm getting the fuck out of here." Tamar says, "No Richard. Why the fuck would you run out there in the middle of a shootout, fool?" Richard says, "I'm not about to get killed." Richard opens the door and Kathy shoots him immediately. Kathy screams, "We can do this all day. I'll kill everybody in that room one by one." Jacob says, "Look, somebody has to be a sacrifice here. Kathy isn't leaving until everybody is dead." Jacob sends his 2 men into the hallway. Both are killed instantly. Jacob screams, "Fuck. This bitch won't die. We need to come up with a plan, Brian." Tamar says, "I got a plan." Tamar grabs a gun from her shoe. She points it at Brian and Jacob. Brian says, "What the fuck are you doing, Tamar? This isn't the time to play around." Tamar says, "I'm sorry Brian, but this is a must." Tamar shoots Jacob and he drops to the floor. Tamar points the gun at Brian and says, "You were my first love, Brian. Even though you plotted for your mother to pimp me out, I'm going to be the one to take Kathy down." Tamar shoots Brian and he drops to the floor. Tamar screams, "It's only you and I, Kathy. Let's do this like real women." Kathy says, "Put your gun down, Tamar." Kathy walks back in the hotel room and she looks at Tamar and they begin to kiss. Kathy says, "You were always my favorite girl, Tamar. Let's go home." Tamar begins to head out of the door and Kathy shoots her in the back. Boom. Kathy begins to laugh and says, "You rookie ass bitch. You thought it was sweet. My name is fucking Kathy. I'm the last person standing." Kathy bends down to grab the briefcase. "King Kong ain't got shit on me." I hop out of the bed and say, "But Melissa does." I take a box cutter and slice Kathy's throat and she falls to the floor. I pick up the briefcase and run out of the hotel. To be continued.